Welcome everyone to 10 Minutes Math. This is Edexcel October-June 2020 Mathematics Statics S1 WST01. Now a group of students took some tests. A teacher is analyzing the average marks for each student. Each student obtained a different range of marks. For these three average marks, the lower quartile, lower quartile LQ is 24, the median is 30, and the interquartile range IQR is equal to 10. The three lowest average marks are 8, 10, and 15.5, and the three highest average marks are 45, 52.5, and 56. The teacher defined an outer line to be a value that either more than 1.5 interquartile below the lower quartile or more than 1.5 interquartile above the upper quartiles. Determine any outliers in this data. This is the given data. The lower quartile is 24, the interquartile range is equal to 10, median is equal to 30, the marks is 8, 10, and 15.5, 45, 52.5, and 56. The upper limit given by equation upper quartile plus 1.5 interquartile range, the lower limit given by lower quartile minus 1.5 interquartile range. He needs if there is any outliers. So let us start. We know that interquartile range was equal to the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. Okay, so now we know that this one is 10 equal to upper quartile minus this one is from the given data is equal to 24. So from here, upper quartile is equal to 34. Okay. So now the upper limit is equal to 34 plus 1.5 multiplied by 10. So 34 plus 15, which is equal to 49. Now the lower quartile, the lower limit is equal to the lower quartile 24 minus 1.5 multiplied by 10. So it's a 24 minus 15, which is equal to 9. We have our outer line, yes. Here we have 8 and we have 52.5 and 56. So outer lines eight less than 9, so 8 and then be 2.5 and 56. And this is the answer of this question. Okay, let us go ahead to another part. Now on the grid below, draw box plot for this data. Identify clearly any outliers. Now we have the lower quartile is 24, the upper quartile is 34, the median here is 30, and the maximum value here is 45 as given, and we have two outer line, which is 52.5 and 56. Here the minimum is 10, and we have, according to the data given, the minimum is 10, and we have outer line point, which is here equal to 8. Okay, now use quartiles to describe the squeeze of this data. Given reason for your answer. Now this is the data we have. The median, which is Q2, is equal to 30, Q1 with the lower quartile is equal to 24, Q3 with the upper quartile is equal to 34. As we know, Q2 minus Q1 is equal to 30 minus 24, which is equal to 6. And Q3 minus Q2, which is equal to 34 minus 30, which is equal to 4. Since Q2 minus Q1 bigger than Q3 minus Q2, 6 is bigger than 4, so negative skew, okay? This is the answer of this part. Let us go ahead. Now 2 more students also took the test. Their average marks, which were both less than 45, are added to the data and the box plot redrawn. The median and the upper quartile are the same, but the lower quartile now is to be 26. Redraw the box plot on the grid below. The 6 upper quartile is the same 34, the median is the same as 30. So the interquartile range was equal to 34 minus 26, which is equal to 8. So now the upper limit 34 plus 1.5 multiplied by 8. So it's equal to 34 plus 1.5 by 8. So it's equal to 46. Now the lower limit is equal to, now the lower limit is 26 minus 1.5 multiplied by 8. So it's equal to 26 minus 1.5 by 8. So it's equal to 14. Let us start to draw. Now this is your drawing. I have the lower quartile now is 26, the upper quartile is 34, the median is the same as 30. Now the maximum point here, it will be 45. We have 2 outer limits, 52 and 56, and here the lower limit change. So we will have 2 points, which is from the data here will be 8 and 10. Both of them will be the outer of the limit. Okay, let us go ahead to the second question. Now, given range of value within which each of these student average mark must lie. This is the answer of part E. Q1 has increased, so 1 between 26 and 1 between 30 from the student. Q3 is unchanged, so between 34 and 45. A large company rents shops in different parts of the country. A random sample of the 10 shops was taken, and the floor area X in 10 meters square and the annual rent Y and thousands of dollars were recorded. The data are summarized by the following statistics. This is the data. And the regression line of Y on X has equation Y equal to this value. Use the regression line to estimate the annual rent in dollar for the shop with the floor area 800 meters squared. Now we have Y equal to, this is the equation of Y, the area is 800 meters squared and the X in 10 meters squared. So let us now Y will equal to 6.066 multiplied by plus 0.136 multiplied by 800 divided by 10, because X in 10 meters squared. So it's equal to, let us bring our calculator, 6.066 plus 0.136 multiplied by 800 divided by 10. So it's equal to 16.946, 16.946, and this value in dollar, and this is the answer of this question. Okay, let us go ahead to another question. Now find the SYY and the SXX. Let us start. So this is the data and this is the equation from the formula sheet. So SXX is equal to summation of xi squared, which is 84818 minus 900 square divided by n equal to 10. And the SYY is equal to this value 3434 minus here 183 divided by 10. Here this one squared. So this value is equal to, and this value is equal to 84818 minus 900 square divided by 10. So 3818, 3818. Then the second value 3434 minus 183 squared divided by 10. So it's equal to 85.1, 85.1. And this is the answer of this part. Now find the product moment to correlation coefficient between y and x. This is the equation from your formula sheet. B is equal to 0.136 given. So now we can find the SXY because I need here SXY. So SXY is equal to B multiplied by SXX. So SXY is equal to 0.136 and SXX is calculated here 3818, 3818. So SXY is equal to, let us bring our calculator, 0.136 multiplied by 3818. So it's equal to 519. So 519.248. So will equal to the value that we calculated here, 519.248 divided by square root of 3818 multiplied by 85.1. So R is equal to, now this part divided by square root of 3818 by 85.1. So it's equal to 0.9109. So this is the answer of this question. Let us go ahead to another part. Now, an 11th shop is added to the sample. The floor area is 900 meters square and the annual rent is $15,000. Use the formula SXY is equal to sigma of x minus x bar multiplied by y minus y bar to show that the value of SXY for the 11 shops will be the same as it was for the original 10 shops. Since the new x is 90 and the original x bar is also 90, then x minus x bar will equal to 0. So therefore the 11th shop marks no change in SXY. Okay, let us go ahead. Now Find the new equation of the regression line of y on x for the 11 shops. Now, we have the SXY and the SXX is the same, so B will be same. Okay, now we need A. To find A, we need y bar. Y bar is equal to the previous one, 183, plus we add new one, which is 15,000, so we add it as 15, divided by the total number now, 10 plus 1, which is 11. So the y bar now is equal to 183 plus 15 divided by 11. So it's equal to 18. Okay, so now A is equal to 18 minus the B bar, which is equal to 0.136, because it's the same as before, multiplied by X bar now is 90. So A will equal to, let us find this value, 18 minus 0.136 multiplied by 90. So it's equal to 5.76. 5.76. So now the equation y bar is equal to 5.76 plus 0.136 multiplied by X bar. Okay, and this is the answer of this part. Let us go ahead to another part. Now the company is considering renting a large shop with an area equal to 3,000 meters square. Comment on the suitability of using the new regression line. Estimate the annual rent given reason for your answer. Since x is 300, which is very high and outside the range because x bar is equal to 90, so this equation is not suitable. Okay. Now the random variable A responds to the score when spinner is spin. The probability distribution of A given in the following table. Show that E of A is 3.5. So this is the table. We need E of A. E of A is equal to 1 multiplied by 0.4 plus 4 multiplied 0.2 plus 5 multiplied by 0.25 plus 7 multiplied by 0.15. So E of A is equal to, let us bring our calculator. So we have 0.4 plus 4 by 0.2 plus 5, 5.25 plus 7, 5.15. So it's equal to 3.5. 3.5, and this is the answer of the first part. Let us go ahead to another part. Find the variance of A. Let us find. So to find the variance, we need E of A squared, which is equal to 1 squared multiplied by 0.4 plus 4 squared multiplied by 0.2 plus 5 squared multiplied by 0.25 plus 7 squared multiplied by 0.15. So E of A squared is equal to, let us find this value. So let us go ahead here and add a square here and here and here. That's it. So it's equal to 17.2. So now variance of A is equal to 17.2 minus 3.5 squared. So it's equal to minus 3.5 squared equal to 4.95. And this is the answer of this part. Let us go ahead. Now the random variable B represented the score on the four-side die. The probability distribution of B given at the following table where K is a positive integer. Okay, write down the name of the probability distribution. Discrete or uniform distribution. Okay, so let us go ahead. Now, given that A of B is equal to A of A, state given the reason the value of K. We know that E of A is equal to 3.5. E of B 1 multiplied by 0.25 plus 3 multiplied by 0.25 plus 4 multiplied by 0.25 plus K multiplied by 0.25. Okay, so this is will equal to 3.5, which is the value here. So let us bring our calculator. We have now 3.5 minus 0.25 plus 3 multiplied by minus 3 by 0.25 minus 4 by 0.25. This value divided by 0.25, so the K is equal to 6. K equal to 6, and this is the answer of this question. Okay, let us go ahead. Now the random variable X. Sam and Tim are playing a game with the spinner and the die. They each spin the spinner once to obtain their value of A, and each roll the die once to obtain their value of B. Their value of A is taken as their value of mu, and their value of B taken as the value of sigma. The person with the largest value of probability X bigger than 3.5 is the winner. Given the sum obtained value of A equal to 4 and B equal to 3, and the Tim obtained value B equal to 4, find the given reason the probability that Tim wins. Let us start. Now this is E, part E. Now for Sam, now we know that Z equal to 3.5 minus 4 divided by 3. So it's equal to, let us bring our calculator, 3.5 minus 4 divided by 3 minus 1 over 6. To understand this value now, let us see. Now here is the Z of Sam, and this is the probability of Sam. Now to make Tim win, so the probability must increase, so Tim must be here, because he would have more probability to win. So now I can write now, this is the Z of Tim. So for Tim, we can write Z, which is equal to 3.5 minus A divided by 4 will be less than, because we are here, minus 1 over 6. So now we can multiply by 4, so 3.5 minus a less than minus 4 over 6. Now 3.5, let us now minus a less than minus 4 over 6 minus 3.5. So now minus a less than minus 4 over 6 minus 3.5. So it's equal to minus 4 minus 4.167. So let us multiply by minus 1. Remember, when we multiply by minus 1, the sign change. So a is bigger now, 4.167. Okay, so the probability from the table bigger than 4. So bigger than 4 we have 0.25 and 0.5. So the probability will equal to 0.25 plus 0.15. So it's equal to 0.4. And this is the probability that 10 win. Okay, let us go ahead. Now find the largest value of x bigger than 3.5 achieved in these games. Now we need the largest value of the probability of x bigger than 3.5. So we have z equal to 3.5 minus, we have mu equal to 7, sigma equal to 1, so minus 7 and 1. So now this is 3.5, I need this value bigger than 3.5. So let us now go to the calculator. The lower value is 3.5. The upper value will be 1 E9 E99, and then sigma is equal to 1, and then mu is equal to 7. So the probability now is equal to 0.9999976. So the probability is equal to 0.9997677. So this is the answer of this part. The last, find the probability of achieving this value. To answer this question, this is a both table. This is A and B. So when A is equal to 7, the probability is 0.15. When B is equal to 1, the probability is 0.25. So to achieve this value, the probability was equal to 0.15 multiplied by 0.25. So the answer of this part, this is the last question. So the probability, this is G, the probability will equal to 0.25 multiplied by 0.15. So it's equal to 0.25 by 0.15. So it's equal to 0.0375. And this is the answer of this question.